So I've been doing research on behaviorism in psychology. Just going to break it down real quick. 4 things. Positive reinforcement. It's when somebody gives you something good stimulus for a behavior that they like. Negative reinforcement. It's when they give you negative stimulus, something that you really don't like, until you do the behavior that they want you to do, and then they'll stop. Number 3, positive punishment. It's when, if you do something that they don't like, they'll hit you with some negative stimulus and do something that you don't like. And negative punishment is when somebody will not give you a positive stimulus unless you do what they want. So they'll abstain from the thing that you want from them. And yeah. Hope you got that. I'm gonna leave a video that explains it in further detail in the description. But anyway, let's move on. I realized from reading this, what's the problem? Where my frustration comes from. Basically, there's 3 kinds of manipulative tactics for controlling behavior. The only one that's not really, I wouldn't consider manipulative, is positive reinforcement. That could be considered manipulative, but if you do something that somebody likes, they reward you for it. But the other ones, like doing something that you really don't like until you yield and do the behavior that they want, or doing something you don't like until you stop, or not giving you something. Alright, anyway, the problem is we all want to exhibit behaviors. We all want to exhibit certain behaviors. And it seems like, like when I say in the past videos, like, just forget about it, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Why is it that I always fall back in line? And I think this is the answer of why. It's because of the positive and negative reinforcement and positive and negative punishments. So when I do the behaviors that I want to do, I get negative reinforcement. It's really as simple as that. And so I'll do it for a day, maybe up to a week, and then I'll fall back because I'm getting negative reinforcement. So hypothetically, how could one combat this? Well, hypothetically, you would just have to do what you want regardless of the negative reinforcement or withholding positive reinforcement. Coercion. You have to do what you want despite that. But that's a lot harder than it sounds, because it should be noted that it's not the same for everyone. Like, there's an example in the video that is in my description. A kid got punished, and he kept doing some bad things, and he kept getting punished, and the teacher asked him why he kept doing it even though he was getting punished, and he said because he liked getting punished, because he liked the attention. So that was a positive reinforcement for him in particular. So it's not black and white. But, like, just normal examples for me or most people, like, if I do something that's loud, or possibly annoying, the irritation of the people in my general vicinity will control me. control me. So hypothetically, what I would have to do is, even though people are getting irritated, continue to do it. But I have to note that if I do continue to do it and they continue to get irritated, they might change their tactic from that would be positive punishment. They might change it from positive punishment, which is getting irritated, to either further harsher positive punishment, or negative reinforcement, which is taking away something, like maybe taking away affection or taking away an object, or they might do something that anyway. Interesting. I think about work as kind of being negative punishment. This is my own tangent here, because what it basically is it's taking away, it's the threat of negative punishment. It's the threat of taking away things that you enjoy if you don't do what they want you to do, which is basically, do you enjoy your comfortable surroundings and your gadgets and everything? Well, if you don't pay your taxes, or you don't do your job, they'll take that stuff away. Money is, getting money and giving money, it's I think of it more as just like, they'll take away your stuff. That would be negative punishment, I think. No, that would be positive punishment. Yeah, positive punishment. But I don't know. I'm confusing myself. But you can figure it out on your own. I trust you all. So what are some hypothetical solutions? I mean, the only things I can think of is doing the behavior regardless of the consequences. But that can be very, very unpleasant. And if the displeasure is more unpleasant than how things were before this change, then most likely we'll all fall back into the behavior that we did to get what we wanted. Anyway, just some thoughts. But I think the hypothetical solution would be to do the behavior and regardless of the consequences. But that might just not be. It might feel like shit, and then I'll stop. I think I've stopped a bunch of times for that reason. All right, peace.